Lately, I realized that a lot of my topics on my channel have all been too scary, really. I've all been too scary, so I don't want to do a scary topic this time around. I want to talk about making money. Making money, because I know a lot of you guys are buying real estate and investing in real estate because you guys want to make money. So, how to invest in real estate like a pro? No longer a beginner now, no longer like why you should invest in real estate, where you should invest in real estate, but now how to invest in real estate like a pro. In case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this is Meet the Property channel, and this is where we discuss everything real estate that you want to buy, invest, or sell a property here in Nigeria. We share tips, guides, and advice on what to look out for, where to look out for, the different simple touches and simple steps that you can take that can transform your real estate investments. So after watching this particular video, you have previous guides, previous episodes, previous videos that you have covered a lot of topics about property documentations, property titles, property risk, short leads, and so on and so forth like that. You are going to find it very, very educative. So you can just go to our previous episodes, you are going to learn a lot. So let's go into the topic, how to invest in real estate like a pro. You know, how to invest in real estate and make the good. Now, the first tip that I'll be sharing for investing in real estate as a pro, you are no longer a beginner. You see, beginners are those that invest in land banking, but the pros, they invest in cash flows. Cash flow is very, very important. When you are investing in real estate, when you are buying real estate, you are investing 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, 60 million. Cash flow is very, very important, because at that period of time, you must be looking at it that this money that I'm putting into this property, into this investment, how much will I be getting back? And then what duration will I be getting this cash flow back? Will I be getting it on a weekly basis? Will I be getting it on a monthly basis? Will I be getting it per annum? So as a beginner, start with land banking to gain experience, to know how the market works, how title works, and so on. But when you have now gained enough experience into investing in real estate, then your priority right now should be cash flows, not just land banking. You must be looking at avenues where you can put your money in real estate and be getting something back. You must be getting something back. It's a must. Like, it's a must. For that 10 million, for that 15 million, for that 20 million that you are putting in that property, that you are putting in that investment, every 6 months, every month, or every year, you must be getting something back from that investment. So cash flow over land banking for pros. Land banking is for beginners, but if you are a pro, you should be setting your priority on real estate investments that can give you cash flows. Now, the second tip is title over location. When you want to invest in real estate, particularly here in Lagos, Lagos is very, very volatile because of how fast a lot of infrastructures, a lot of developments, a lot of projects is coming to Lagos, and how fast the population is rising. It means that a lot of places in Lagos will keep changing. In terms of the government, we always have new plans for new locations. So that's why it's very, very important you set a priority on the title of a property over just being very, very adamant on investing in a particular location. So your priority for any property investment should be what is the title on it. Instead of going to Ekpe and buying 3 acres, buying 4 acres in Ekpe that is freehold, it's better you come down to a location where you can get a better title, a stronger title, a safer title, and just buy maybe 1 plot or 2 plots. So you must be paying a lot of priority on the title of a property over the location of that property if you want to be investing like a pro. It's beginners that always look at prices. Pros, they look at the title. What title is on this property? What is the status of this land? Is it an excision land? Is it an excised land? Is it a gazetted land? Does the land have COFO already or have governor's consent already? And the advantage of this is you realize that a lot of the land with very, very strong title, very, very safe title, they are going to appreciate faster. And also, most of this property, you can get your return on your investment better and faster too. So the 20 million, 80 million that you put in a property in Abuja, within 18 months, you can cash out and then turn over that money again instead of having to go and put maybe 12 million naira in a where you have to wait for like 7 years. So as a pro, if you want to invest in real estate like a pro, you have to always set a higher priority on the title over the price or over the location. Now this last tip is where it gets a bit complex. Neighborhood over proximity. You see that I'm laughing. Now let me give you examples so that you are going to understand this. Right now, a bungalow in Amen Estate Phase 2, which is at Eleko. Let me give you an idea of Eleko. Eleko is after Bogije, is after Lakwe, is after Awoyaya, is after Abijo, is after Songotedo, is after Aja. Now, a bungalow in Eleko, in Amen Estate Phase 2 right now, Eleko is around 50 something million actually, 50 million plus for a bungalow. Now, and people are buying, and people will still buy. A full plot in Amen Estate Phase 2 right now is 31 million. 31 million. For a place that is after Bogije, for a place that is after Lakwe, for a place that is after Awoyaya, for a place that is after Abijo, 31 million naira for a full plot. Now, let me give you another example. Isimi right now, which is in Ekpe is even after Eleko. Now, a full plot in Isimi, I'm not sure, but last time I checked, it was like 17.5 for a 500 square meter and around 37 million for a 1,000 square meter. So let me stick with the 500 square meter. 500 square meter is around like 17.5. For the last time I checked, 17.5. That's a place that is after Eleko, after Elerogbe, after Alaro City. So this shows you that it's no longer proximity that sell. It's no longer how close this location is to town that sell. What sells in Lagos now is the neighborhood. People are paying 30 million naira to buy a property in Amen Estate Phase 2 because of the neighborhood, because of the infrastructures and what the developers are bringing to that location. The neighborhood, they are paying for the neighborhood. People are investing and buying a land at Ekpe at 70.5 million naira at the same right now, not because of the proximity, but because of the neighborhood also. So if you want to invest as a pro, you also have to tap into that advantage by also picking or setting a higher priority of the neighborhood of a property than the location of the property. See, your property can be, a house can be the worst in a very fine neighborhood and it's still going to sell because people will insist they want to stay in that neighborhood. But if you have your best house, your property is the best and is in a worse neighborhood or a bad neighborhood, it's not going to sell. So that's why as long as your property is located in a very nice neighborhood, what you have to do on that property to sell is very minimal. You don't have to do a lot, very minimal, because most people that want to buy or rent out that property or need that property, they don't need your property, they need that neighborhood. It's what of that neighborhood they want. So they don't mind renovating, refurbishing, even demolishing whatever that you have there, because what they insist they need is that neighborhood. You know, people are going to Lekki Phase 1 right now or Ikoyi right now, not because they need a fine house, but they need something in that neighborhood. So they can buy an old house and demolish it, they don't mind. So that's why if you want to invest as a pro also, particularly here in Lagos, you need to always set an extremely high priority on the neighborhood of that property over the location of that. Just forget about the proximity. Proximity is nothing. A property can be facing the road, and the one that is farther to the road will be selling higher than it, because the neighborhood of that particular one that is maybe very far to the road, maybe is in a service estate where light is 24/7, comes with a kids playground, comes with full security and so on and so forth, and people will still go to that one like maybe 5 or 10 minutes after the road and leave your own that is facing the road. So it's all about neighborhoods right now. And if you also want to invest in real estate, you want to maximize your real estate investments, particularly here in Lagos, your priority should be the neighborhood over proximity. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but that's fine. At least, for my points, I've given 2 examples right now, and I can still even give more. There's so many locations I know here in Lagos. Adron Estate is there in Shimawa. A lot of people are buying it. Shimawa is extremely far. Shimawa is extremely inside. But people don't care about the proximity. But because they look at the estate, there's a mall inside the estate, there is light there is stable, there is fantastic infrastructure inside the estate, there is fantastic security there. People are investing, people are buying. People are even leaving Lagos to go and invest and buy there. So I have a lot of examples. I can continue giving 6-10 examples of this particular point. It's neighborhood. That's what sells. It's neighborhood, not location, not proximity, not how many minutes to the airport, not how many minutes to the deep sea port or whatever. As long as the neighborhood is fantastic, people don't care. They will go there and buy, because most of the people are even buying these properties. They don't work here. So what's the essence? So that's just it. If you want to start investing as a pro, you have to be very, very cautious about the neighborhood of that particular location of the property that you want to invest in. Very, very important. So if you have any perspective, any opinions based on these particular points I shared, neighborhood over proximity, title over location, and then cash flows over land banking, just feel free. It's democracy, so you can hear your view, you can speak your mind, you can let us know what you feel about these points, what's your own suggestions, what's your own perspective and opinions about this. I'm really open to that. You can drop a comment below on that, and you can also alternatively reach us directly on WhatsApp, and then we can also discuss, can also elaborate some of these points, and also advise you better on how to get more on your real estate investment. Don't forget to give us a thumb like if you find this educative. Thanks so much for watching our videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, come on, if you have been learning for free, try to also subscribe and also be part of our channel. I really want to hit 1K subscribers before June, so that's the goal. So kindly do subscribe and also be part of the channel so that we can also achieve that milestone sooner. Thanks once again. See you next time.